and no P250. So it's maybe an upper execution there, getting ready to nade off the door. Zipex and a Molotov going in towards the upper bomb site as well. You'd assume on top of Hearts.
Okay, well, a little bit of a step throw on that one. Want to make sure it lands, and it will, spilling over towards Tetris, and they're in. The flash is good, but the shot is better. Dexter's got one traded up by Config, but Exertion not clear behind the vent. They know where he is now, and they need to deal with him because the rotation coming thick and fast. Everybody from MOUZ responding to this. It's just Farley going to be the last man standing as Zip takes the trundle down the vent. Farley, he was good last, but he's going to get anything done this time round, and a nice pistol there from MOUZ. Site here, they're going to run into an absolute car crash. Dexter's waiting, and now this is where Glaive will have to activate.
They should wait now, right? They don't have to do anything until Glaive comes back through the backtracks and presumably takes him down, but Config's been dropped as well. This is turning into a bit of a nightmare now. Glaive makes himself known, but is it too little too late? 3 versus 2. 35 seconds remaining now, and Glaive will recover the bomb, but players all around him. Dexter heard all of that.
Vent to top,
it has to be yeah, I think you're right. It would make sense. He's getting skates on Glaive. And indeed, makes his way up.
Noise on the ladder here. Dexter's going to hear this. Where does he think Dexter's gotten to? He has to be down towards the lower side of things, if not main, and he's going to plan open to main here. So Dexter sniffed this one out, sure. Number advantage is in play, but it's Glaive and Blame for the clutch.
This is an all-important frag, and it's the ding from JDC that will come out on top. 3 versus 1 now. Glaive has looked pretty sharp today, but has to go above and beyond if he stands a chance in this difficult scenario. Dexter, though, offers up a bit of a freebie, but Torshi, calm as you like, very precise in the M4, no chance for Glaive.
You know those really ugly fish in the deep sea? I don't even know if we cannot see that from his beard.
Yeah, fair play. I thought I'd give it a go. That Exertion towards the squeaky door. Zipex will drop the bomb, and things going from bad to worse for Astralis now. Going on to Blame F with Farley. They've actually got some sort of map control here towards Heaven. He's undetected completely. That's a great shot. And now with the smoke down towards main, they might have a fighting chance here. Dexter and JDC remain. Still the Galil. Dexter tucks himself in by the squeaky door, waiting for that smoke to dissipate to get some more information. But Blame, he's on the hunt. Knows he needs to pick up the C4.
They want to go towards top because he's been able to drop in, but they haven't accounted for Dexter, who might get both. The bomb scooped up by the AWP, and now steps are being made here over towards ramp. The communication, it's going to be there. The damage is done. They just have to hightail it, and now it's going to be JDC to stall this out. He gets this frag, the bomb's loose, and Blame, you got no time, no hope, no chance. Just save that AWP, my friend.
That's all he can do. That's unfortunate. Good effort from Blame out there towards the Heaven position. He snuck behind the enemy lines. Gets a big kill, but time is of the essence, as we mentioned. Nice shot on the retreat. Gets the AWP, as you mentioned. So into this round and still have the man advantage, but they can't hold on to it. Dexter offers himself up. It's one of the M4s removed. They'll probably try and pick that up. Exertion, though, taken down. Lovely shot from Config. That's such an all-in play as well, creeping through the smoke alone.
It feels good to get one back after we saw what happened to Blame, and oh, it happens again to Zip. He just didn't expect the linger, and we never do. It's going to be just 2 players remaining here. It's Config and Farley up against the world. Another mid-round situation with a number disadvantage, and they're always spread out in these scenarios here. They do have the space to work with. They've got the bomb. They have some time. But how are they meant to piece this one together?
Well, Farley will have to find an opening pick. Buy some room for Config elsewhere on the map. He's down towards lower for now. Config will join him. Frozen, though, just needs 1 kill, and I would say the round is done. But we'll see what he can make of it. Farley presumably goes towards the window room, scouts out the bomb sites, and we'll see what's available. But those windows are not broken, so he can't exactly sneak out. Time ticking away once again. We hit the 25-second mark, and they have a flashbang and a smoke. They can maybe open the double doors and plant, but you're going to get spammed down. As mentioned, have to shoot out the window if you want to gain any sort of access. Folks off the right-hand side of the ramp position. So there's the window shot. They've got 10 seconds to try and get this plant down. Config with an opportunity here, making things awkward at least, and that's a plant. That's a plant all day long.
A huge kill, all things considered. If Farley can stay alive for a second longer, JDC through the smoke, he's going to at least pin down the position of Config, and the back is turned. He's not ready for the swing out from the decon door, and even if he hit that shot, he was dead. So very well handled there.
At least they got the plant. This is key because they're going to be calling off the utility here. Once it's thrown, they're not going to assume a player's here, but that's lovely from Config. He does anticipate the position. They don't have to commit to this now.
No, that's 2 huge kills. The top hit doesn't have to come through. There's so much time. They have the number advantage. But for how long? JDC towards ramp, he's been good, but Glaive just blindsides in there, creeps out, headshot through, and it might have to be the save for Exertion and Frozen here. How can you justify going for this when the finances are where they are?
Well, that's what we needed to see. Some individual brilliance there. Config with the the jump on towards bouncing his head towards the squeaky door position. Manages to get himself in a very awkward spot with the CTs there. Double kill comes through, and looks like 4 players should survive as well. We'll put one back for Exertion, who recovers the AWP. Frozen will join him, trying to save the weaponry. But as you mentioned, Chad, even after winning 6 rounds in a row, look how low the cash is. Dexter, $0. JDC, $650. $1,000 for the players saving right now. So they'll only get 1,400 on top of this. So saving these weapons are absolutely crucial. We'll have to force buy around them, and not with a whole lot. They can maybe drop a FAMAS from Exertion, an MP9 from Frozen perhaps, or they'll be equipped, but their last chance to hold on to the finances and indeed their momentum.
And that's the thing, they should, right? They should be dropping into the next tier, because otherwise they're in double eco territory, and that's not something that we see too often in modern day Counter-Strike. Obviously,
they might not be looking up here at all. He hasn't tucked himself away, standing up as well. So they even... Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. They didn't check it at all. That's going to be a little bit sloppy from Astralis, and fortunately make up for it. So down towards lower they go. Farley should be able to take care of Dexter. So a bit of a lifeline there. A round that potentially could have fallen apart very quickly, but they will be finding their second. Frozen with no real chance to do anything with this one, but that was scary.
I guess they had no idea that Blame was down the vent, but after the yard smokes, they should have had some idea that somebody could have gotten into that type of a position, right? So it was good safety net positions for Astralis across the map. Farley was the latest, but Blame also towards the vent, and Zip's trade was key, right? His trade was very, and those are his first 2 kills right now.
It's a really awkward angle to clear out. If they stick together, surely he gets most at one, but it's going to be Config takes that first contact, makes light work of him, and could be a difficult one to even justify the retake here. They've got no presence towards lower. Blame F. There it is, the famous flank, stopping anyone getting down towards the vents, but it is traded out on JDC. That's a great frag. That's the man advantage here. Zipex will answer back. Really coming online now, as this is possible. Certainly worth going for it. They've got the kip. All-important frag here from Farley. Absolutely nails it all day long.
Call it off now. It's really not worth it for Frozen.
Frozen probably getting a bit frustrated. The fact they've lost so many. Wants one of these moments, and he just goes and touches the bomb. Suppose you never know. Gets himself off it, and now they really have to check. So that confirms it. That was his opportunity. If he gets that kill, maybe there's a chance. But ultimately, will be Farley coming out on top. There it is. There's his moment. The MP9 at close range will always come out on top. Perfectly played, but still danger afoot. Glaive makes his presence known towards the upper bomb site. Smoke's deployed as well. CT's waiting patiently towards heaven here. If the bomb goes down, maybe give the advantage towards Astralis, especially if that kill coming through. Glaive is playing like a beast up here. JDC brings it back to a 2 versus 1 now. This is looking incredibly difficult for Zipex. 5 points as health, as mentioned. No utility to speak of, just has to duck and weave, and the timings actually look pretty decent for him. There's the first kill, a real chance here now. Will have to be perfect on the final kill. Can he outmaneuver JDC? Not quite. A very good effort.
Here's to AWP searching. One's already passed the line of sight. They almost line up, but Config with the trade. They will lose Farley. It's all right, he was pretty low already.
Exactly, out of the 2, you'd probably choose to lose him, but you definitely don't want that. Config oversteps the mark alone, and back towards ramp again. I dare say Frozen will make light work of that.
That's a great play, though, because the thing is, the JDC is towards lower. Blame goes, I have this space, I'm going to take it. He's not ready for Frozen's position, so MOUZ starting to think on their feet here.
Yeah, very good. Still a chance here for Zipex and Glaive. The experience will have to shine through if they're standing any sort of chance here. Less than a minute on the clock, but they do have the bomb. And port of call is going to be towards ramp room. But what can they really do with this one? They do have a smoke, some flashbangs, but finding multiple kills heading down towards lower, is it going to happen? I doubt it. They need to get a pick earlier. This is where it could start, but unfortunately, just giving it up. Frozen, another very key defensive position, drops the bomb.
Yeah, you can see where he found the first fight, and then he drops back to play this passively. They weren't even defending the B bomb site realistically. You can see a player towards the lower side of things of JDC, but he was searching elsewhere. He's actually just scooped up the AWP from Torji. So I think they were aware that Astralis wouldn't try and take that space with 2 players noted. Now it's just about Zip going down before the round transpires, and he will. Exertion, he's looking
towards main entrance, held off by the incendiary. It will be Torshi to open things up, though. Things falling apart here as he continues to apply pressure with the AWP. 5 on 3, well positioned to find a third as well, but Glaive tucks himself in. He has to be the linchpin of the operation now, but they detect him. This is perfectly played from MOUZ Sports. Blame F will find one, but Torshi there to pick up the pieces once again. Might beat the smoke, fires up a shot, and once again, Blame F, Zipex, just down towards lower, hoping for the best here. Can they get anything done? Blame F knows he needs to find at least a pick before they can plant. Can they do anything with it?
Oh, if Blame's going to have a round, it'll be about time here. 4 rounds down. Flash is no good. It actually works against Exertion there, but Blame, he's going to stumble, and Torji steps out from the top ramp. The AWP pips Zip, and that is going to be the 9th. Great recovery here. We had Frozen tucking tail, letting Exertion take the first contact here, and he will, but they know both are there. Frozen swings out. Can only go 1 for 1 on each, but Torji, he's here to save the day once more. Farley, what are you going to do, my son?
Yeah, the Tech 9 in hand, 30 seconds. He knows there's a sniper towards heaven. No idea where JDC could be either. Needs to find a rifle. Get the bomb in his back, which he has done, but needs to reload on the M4. Stick with the Tech 9 for now, hoping to lock horns in the lobby here. If he gets a close range battle, the Tech 9 could come out on top, but JDC looks to have his number. As soon as he comes around, he will be dead. There we have it. It's going to be double digits for MOUZ Sports.
But somebody from MOUZ will have to overstep the mark.
They took so much damage from that grenade at the start. Glaive went down with nothing inflicted, and this is an opportunity. Great shot from Config once again, taking matters into his own hands. Gets in towards heaven. That's a key frag. Frozen removed. But towards upper we go, and it's the tag team combo again. Exertion making light work of them. Dexter chiming in as well. Just 2 players remaining. 15 health between them, and at this stage it looks like they might be done. This has been a very difficult half. Config and Farley chiming in here. There might be a slight chance if you bring it down to a 1 versus 1, get the bomb planted. Who knows what could happen? One more bullet will do it. Can he find it with the Glock? Config has, but it's going to be the slide up the vent. 11 to 4. That should be a kill, not quite. Doesn't connect the shots there. An opportunity now a couple of times over, but no damage inflicted. 3 players down towards Secret. Rotations have to come through, and they will in the form of Glaives with the M4. This is very aggressive position. Needs at least 2. Oh, he goes 1 better, Chad. He gets 3, finds the bomb as well.
Well, that's what you want. If you're going to get aggressive, show us why. You've got a bit of a hot head, and that is perfect from Glaive. 3 massive kills. The impact on the pistol. Now against the 4 spy. That's profit right there.
Yeah, that's huge. Well done to Glaive.
So many players would just panic spam after the first there.
Sure, he stayed very calm and controlled. That's absolutely true. But Frozen, known to cause damage in these sort of scenarios, got quite the deadly deagle on him, I would say. Towards vents, and Config knows it. Needs to be careful here, but always up for a fight is Christian. He will come out on top. Nice work. Let's see what can be done. Nice exchange. Frozen controls the spray well. And down towards lower, we will head. This time, it's up to Config to defend. Glaive showed us what can be done with the M4 in this position. Can he replicate it? Same position, same spot, oversteps the mark and gets just 1 here. Not quite as clean there, Chad.
No, and this is a booby trap round, right? This is a round that you should be converting a couple of upgrades and a saved AK, and now you find yourself on the back foot. Somebody needs to step up, and it won't be Zip. He's put in a body bag, thrown away. It's Farley that'll negate any of this pressure, but the man
down towards lower.
Yeah, that's the problem. Up they head. Oh, up they head. Yeah, they do. Torji will eventually make it. And now, Glaive, the fact that he's coming behind a vent that Torji's just come up, maybe they won't consider this with the quickness.
I don't think they're even going for it.
I don't think they know which side it is.
Definitely not lower. And Farley confirms he'll be going back towards CT spawn, so well done to MOUZ Sport. That's a saved AK and some pistol. We'll see what happens here. Outside control granted. And Glaive through the smoke continues his good form on the CT side. Does he ever? That's a double kill through towards main. And now a 5-on-3. Dexter trying to pick up the pieces. Can he salvage this one? Maybe even pushes the smoke here. They're in desperate situation. Might just have to take a deep breath. He'll wait for it to fade either way. And will still continue the assault towards upper. Config repositions. Glaive might be caught out here. Doesn't anticipate it, and there it is. Dexter does indeed find the kill back.
It still feels very difficult now, JDC and Dexter, especially the latter, very low on HP here, and not a whole lot of space to work with. These were the type of rounds yesterday, the complexity we're able to pull out of their ass. Now, I don't think this will be the case for MOUZ. This barrel will be spotted. Yep, hello, I will take that kill. Thank you very much, says Farley. And as long as he just sits back, he should have the second great.
It's going to be tight. Blame F tucked in. Glaive pushing towards lobby, does find JDC, but Exertion looks like he's clearing every single angle. No lazy beaks here, and there it is. That's a lovely shot, you're right. Config, though, once again, overstepping the mark. Does get 1 frag, but maybe that's not going to be enough here. That door was blown open for this purpose, and they weren't anticipating it. Great kill from Frozen, though. Back to a 2-on-2, and Exertion, he's got heaven control, but that's going to be the bomb removed, and no quick kill there from Exertion. 25 seconds remaining. Needs to scoop up the bomb. He's in a 2 versus 1. Nice flashbang to delay him. Offers one up in kind and tries to get down towards lower, but he takes a load of damage now. He really is up against it, and Zipex, he'll be ready for this.
He's got a volley.
Yeah, he can just take him down, though, I would say. Zipex doesn't take the wide angle, you're right.
Will.
Yeah. Nice work. Good
Yeah,
job.
it looked a little bit sweaty for a second, didn't it? If Zip goes down,
Himself back in towards main entrance as the smoke dissipates here, and Zipex taking full control of the fact he knows he's done damage towards ramp, and the players have likely fallen back. Great shot. That's what he needed to hear. Now the round back in Astralis' favor. Exertion, low. Dexter even more so. 6 HP, been given the AWP. And we are running out of time, 20 seconds remaining, and Dexter's all the way down towards lower with the bomb on his back.
Right, well, he's going to have to get through Zip, who does only have 11 kills, but just hit a sharp one. He can finish off Dexter at least, and now he's sure he will. Posted up, top of the site, the smoke, the spam, the knife. I don't think I've ever seen Zip go for a knife before.
I love it.
Really tested here.
I would say.
He's fighting, he's standing, he's delivering. A bit more of a defensive Molotov, and Config's rotated through. It's the Wombo combo on ramp. JDC's the only one to strike blood here for MOUZ, and he's going to be found out as well. They're out of ideas, MOUZ.
Wow. Well, they chose the tightest choke point possible. They have to extinguish the Molotov once again. And yeah, Zipex has every right to stay with Config backing him up as well. A lot of damage output there. Only one player goes down, and it's a 4 versus 1. Astralis will take the lead. They've clawed their way all the way back from the 11-4, and now we'll have a 13-12 advantage.
I just want to say the CT side looks completely different for Astralis today. And obviously there's play styles that are different. We haven't seen somebody from MOUZ flirting with the idea of getting down the vent every round.
Right.
That means the CT setup can be different for Astralis. Clearly an issue that they were we could highlight in the server. But today it's looked like a completely different team. There haven't been people just walking off on their own in 5v3 number advantage situations, giving up fights. They've been a lot tighter. Glaive's been a lot more of an impact. And Config, Mr. Inconsistent. I know they had Device on this team, Mr. Consistent. But if Config could find this form on, let's just say, he's ready for it. I was going to say
Plants, and they'll have to reconsider their options here. Back and towards the vents they go, and Config. He's sniffing them out here. Another unfortunate dink. He'll be going down as well. 3 versus 4, and there it is. We're off.
Don't buy guns, just the pistols, apparently. Farley, you're going to have to do a lot more. One is good, but you need to buy some time for Zip here. He is not in the position for this type of a fight. As the nade lands, Farley has to reconsider his options. Another one of the toes as he just continues shooting off pot shots at Zip. He really needs to step up in a moment like this. To lose a round to pistols again to MOUZ, this one is going to sting.
Yeah, it's the same sort of round they gave it before, a partial buy.
They're going to save again.
Might have to, we'll see. Blows off the door, throws the incendiary towards Squeaky, hoping he'll flush someone out, but no one is there to receive. JDC towards the hut, off angle as well. Difficult to clear this one out. He will find it, but takes too much damage. That might call it there. And it will be 13-13 with just the pistols once again. MOUZ Sports managed to come out on top. And you're right, maybe just stick with the pistols, it seems. How many rounds that are working?
I think the biggest drama now is the mind games of the next few, right? We're at the tail end, we're at the business end. There's no secret they can't blame still in this position. Is going to have a couple. That's back turn from Exertion, not expecting to hear so late. And 2 for Blame. Patience, it's a virtue, and you've seen it right there. Farley with the tag. Torji's low, and how do you go for this? In through main, the only option with 24 seconds on the clock, and Farley with another. Frozen's been silenced, and Torji just wants to save. And if they take this one away after time,
yeah,
deny this one right here, right now, at this juncture of the game, it'll sting.
Really will. Torji doesn't go towards T-spawn as well, holding towards T-red. Glaive, I know this guy. He'll be checking this one. He won't let it go undetected, surely. And with 3 seconds remaining, I dare say they've got him. There
after
it is.
Time.
And after time, indeed, Torji will be left with $0 going into
deliver them. And Frozen's already delivered. We are back in the game. Our apologies again. So there it is. The Orb's going to strike. Torji, you had to step up. You needed to get it done. Dexter put his faith in you, and they're going to deliver on all fronts. Frozen, JDC, and Torji providing something here. We should be tied up again, 14-14, unless Glaive and Config have something to say.
And Glaive replicate the 3-piece he got before. He'll have players in front of him. He was very good on this angle. They'll face check it, do considerable damage. He needs to reposition. He swings out towards the AWPer. Torji will take care of him. Even without the armor, he seems to be perfectly fine. Config left in a 4 versus 1. Down he goes. He kind of fancies it by the looks of things. And unfortunately for him, his days are numbered. 14-14. And playing on the front foot. This might be fantastic. And again, multiple kills. He does a lot of damage there, about 200. Farley more than happy to challenge. Doesn't connect the shot. So down towards lower, they should go.
I can't believe he's re-picking this.
Yeah, he's really got me on the edge of my seat right now, but I'm loving it. Yeah.
You need a bit of confidence here from Farley. He wants to close it right here, right now. He's had enough of this. Yesterday, Astralis should have got it done 2-0 against Complexity. Today, they're righting the wrongs. Today, they're taking down MOUZ, avenging Heroic, their arch nemesis. It's going to be Xertion, the new boy, a 1-on-4. All the work to do. Astralis, surely they've done enough here.
You would think so, Chad. A 4 versus 1, 3 kills for Farley. Call it done. Blame F should make light work of this final frag. Not quite. He does a load of damage here, but just a matter of time. 45 seconds, and the bomb is down in an awkward position. A smoke will be dropped, and you have to say, Farley on Inferno, we said he was fantastic there, and he really stepped up once again on that CT side.
I just have to sing his praises. Yesterday, since Dust 2, he was doing a great job AWPing over towards that A side on the CT side. Here he's woken up, but he might even get the last. The spot is there. Exertion, this is desperate now. You don't have any choices as Farley. He wants to drop down, he wants death from above, but it'll be Glaive. They pick it up 16-14, Astralis. That's much more.